And what I'm about to share with you is what happened to me this weekend. You see, there's 113 days left until 2024. There's 52 days to the biggest event that's going to happen. It's going to be in Monterrey, Mexico. And right now, who's happy right now where they're at? Be real with me. Drop it in the chat. Who here right now is happy? Like, yo, bro, I'm hitting all my goals. Everything is lit. Be real with me, right? Because this whole time I've kept it real with you. For real. I kept it real with you since day one, right? I've been doing this business for the last 4 years. I'm not at where I want to be at yet. I don't have all the flashy things that I've always wrote down on my little goal card or visualized, right? But you know what I truly do have? My happiness, my purpose. You could take me down today and I could die today, but I left this world and I left this with my purpose. I left this world with what exactly I said I was going to do. And not only just that, but I got my biggest happiness. I could breathe. I'm here. I'm alive. I could eat. I just had a fire taco before this call. So I could eat. I'm good. But this is more of the story that I got for you. I know that right now, most of you guys are not where you want to be at because I'm not. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm blessed. Trust me. But you know the biggest thing that we all have? We have an opportunity of a lifetime. And this lifetime opportunity only comes once. And it really hit me when I was away for 5 days. 5 days, guys. I was away. No phone. On top of a mountain. And before I got up to that mountain, you know what really hit me on that mountain? It was the whole journey of life. I was like, man, I'm from Dominican Republic. I'm the baby of 6. My parents have never got on a flight in their lives. And I'm the only one that has traveled to 25 plus countries. And I'm in Mexico in the middle of nowhere in a car with 5 men that I don't even know, that I met them at a church. And I just got faith in my Lord, Savior, Jesus Christ. I just got faith in him that he's going to guide me to the destination where I need to go to have an appointment with him. In the middle of nowhere for 5 days, sleeping on the floor, sleeping on dirt in a tent, and just trusting my gut, trusting my faith. And you know, I'm sharing this with you guys today because it was a story that was shared with me. And this story, I want you to take notes on this story, but I want you to turn on your camera and really listen to me in this story. Because this story hit me. It hit me like a ton of bricks. You see, when I was away for these five days, I noticed a lot of things. Number one, I'm grateful for you all for stepping up. Everybody say step up in the chat box. I'm grateful for you all for stepping up. You guys all stepped up. You didn't step up for me, but you stepped up for yourself. You stepped up and you said, bro, well, coach is not around. I need to do this for me. I saw some of my leaders, not to shout their names out, but I saw some of my leaders see their worth. See that they're real freaking traders. They're real traders. They could trade all day and really make a bag trading. You know who I'm talking about. You're right here. I'm looking right at you, bro. I'm proud of you because you stepped into your power. There's some of you leaders that decided to step into your power. You decided what John Oliver once told me. You decided to put your cojones on the table. That's what John Oliver told me. Everybody say step up in the chat box. Mr. Worldwide, he's here on this call. He didn't have to be here on this call, but I hit him up this morning and I told him, I was like, coach, you need to be on that call, man. It's been in my spirit to just talk my talk. He's like, you know, I'm there. I'm going to be the first one there. He was. He's here. He got his camera on. He got his headphones on. I love you, coach. For real. So a lot of you guys decided to put your big girl pants on, and some of you guys decided to put your big boy pants on. And you were like, yo, I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for coach no more. And you know what that did for me? That brought so much joy for me. You know why I brought so much joy? Because I was like, damn, bro, I could really go and focus on me. I don't have to be in all the chats. I don't have to be on all the calls. And God bless me with you all, guys. For real. Like right now, there's 37 on this call. We have 300 active in the back office. I see this call. We have 370 plus people on this call listening to this. You see, us as teachers, we want to talk and coach everybody. But the right students are going to come after class and ask questions. And these are the right students right here. These are the right stewards. I'm just being real with you. So one of the reasons I stepped away, I was like, bro, I got to really focus. I got to see who's really running this with me or who just yapping and saying that they're really doing this. And I'm going to tell you guys, after 4 years being in this game, what I experienced at the top, I never bring it to you at the bottom so you can experience to it. And I'm telling you guys right now, right? Second thing why I did what I did is to see who's going to step up. Everybody say step up in the chat box. To see who was going to step up. The next thing I did is to see you guys' growth. The fourth thing I decided that I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this time for me these next 5 days. It wasn't for me to chill. It was for me to pour into my cup. It doesn't matter what level you're at. It doesn't matter how much money you made. It doesn't matter how much experience, what rank you are. Yo, I'm human. I deal with things. No matter how many floors I slept on because I wanted to. No matter how many couches, how many behind the seats, how many decline times, how many times I slept at an airport. It didn't matter how many times. I did this, I did that. I forgot about I'm a human. I had to step away. And I'm honored that you guys gave me that time, for real. You guys gave me that time, and I'm honored. Then I come back, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. People hitting me up thinking I'm a quit. I'm like, bro, what? I'm more activated than I've ever been in my life because God gave me the vision. God gave me the vision, guys. We are the team. We are the people. We are the ones. You've been dreaming about chairman. You've been dreaming about speaking on stages, retiring your family. Let me tell you, yo, like God has given it to you. He is. He gave me the vision, right? You just have to be, and I have to be crazy enough for him that you could really be like, oh, shoot, yeah, he is mine. I'm telling you right now, God gave me the vision this weekend. He showed me everything. He showed me all you guys. He showed me what's up, everything. And I'm here just to give you the testimony. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you're listening to this podcast, you're going to be like, damn. Yep. And I'm here right now. We've been talking for 30 minutes. I'm here to give you guys this story. So there was a story that happened. And I'm going to start this training with this story because I feel like there's someone here on this call that needs to hear this story. And I feel like you need to hear this message. And this message right here is for you. Is this, look, I want you to take notes. There was this family. They were a Christian family. They were on their walk. And the father tells the son, he's like, son, here's some money. I want you to go to the store and I want you to be a good steward and bring me 2 loaves of bread. And I want you to bring me 1 gallon of milk. You guys heard the assignment, right? 2 loaves of bread, 1 gallon of milk, right? That's the assignment. 2 loaves of bread and 1 gallon of milk. And the kid said, of course, Dad, I got you. Let's go. Now, mind you, right? He's a faithful steward. His dad, he listens to his dad. He's coachable. He's willing. He's able. He's hungry. They're a Christian family. As soon as he walks out the house, he prays. Thank you, Jesus, for this moment. Walk through me, lead me the way, and allow me to serve. Perfect. He leaves. As soon as he walks out the house, he sees some church buddies. Some of his church friends. They're singing. They're walking around. And they're like, hey, where you going? I'm going to the store. They're like, oh, come with us so you don't walk alone. You're protected. So they're walking around the street. They're singing, laughing, cheering around. And they go to a stop, to an avenue. In the avenue, this is older lady with her cane. And she's there trying to cross the street. And when she's trying to cross the street, she can't cross the street because she's scared. She has fear. And he sees that from a mile away. He listens to the voice in his heart. Go help her. He goes and helps her cross the street. When he's helping her cross the street, she's telling him like, wow, you were God's, and I was just praying for somebody to come for me. Now his faith, his willingness, he feels good. He's preaching to her. And then they get to the other side of the street. And when they get to the other side of the street, she's like, hey, son, do you have anything for me to get a taxi to go home? And him being a faithful steward, what did he do? He was like, of course, I got you. Boom, got her an Uber, right? There goes some money, right? Got her an Uber. He keeps walking, does his thing. Now he walks a couple blocks forward. He goes to a restaurant. At the restaurant, he had to use the restroom. At the restaurant, he sees a couple arguing because they're battling on who's going to pay for food. The wife is tired because she always pays for the husband. The husband is going through some financial problems, right? Is going through financial problems. And guess what happens with these financial problems? He can't pay for the bill. And she's coming at him. And then because he saw that, he was like, yo, I saw my mom and dad deal with that. This is just a temporary season. Have faith in him. And watch what's going to happen. I saw my father deal with that. And God works. And he paid for their food. He uses the restroom, goes on his walk, goes 2 more blocks, 3 more blocks down. The market that he was supposed to walk into, the market is closed. Now he's like, damn, I can't get the 2 loaves of breads and the gallon of milk for my dad. But you know what he did? He started to pray. He started to continue to increase his faith. And his faith is going because he's serving no matter what. Boom. He sees a CVS down the street. It's open. He goes in. When he goes into the CVS, there's a huge line because they're about to close. That's the only CVS open in the whole block. And he's like, man, what is next? He goes through the aisles. He sees another couple arguing. He's praying over them. He's telling them, hey, everything's going to be okay. They can't pay for their newborn baby milk. And she was like, that's why I wanted to get an abortion. He's like, no, this is a why. This is the why that's going to change our family. And he helps them out. Boom, they pay for their milk, right? Then he has now the 2 loaves of bread, and he has now the gallon of milk. And he sees that there's a long line, but there's also a short line. And in the short line, he sees that you got to pay with a card. He doesn't have money now in his card because he paid for everybody else. He just has the cash that his dad gave him. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to be a faithful steward, and I'm going to wait my turn. He wastes his turn at the end of the line. They close out the CVS. Now it's his turn to come in. And there's this guy battling. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that situation, but you're using every single card that you have on your wallet. I've been there in that situation, and it's not going through it. You don't know what's going on. And you're just like, man, I don't have it. And you really need to eat that day. And you know what happened? There was a homeless guy that walked in. There was a guy dealing with that. He had just enough money to pay for them. And guess what he did? He paid for them. And he was a good steward. And no matter what, he paid for them. He was a good steward. He was doing God's work. That's fine. That's amazing. And he's happy. He's the most happiest kid in the world because he's serving his purpose. He's serving for his king. He's creating the kingdom here. And he goes home. Now he's going home. He's so excited to walk into the house. He's like, Dad, hallelujah. God, oh my God. We made it, Father. He's just going crazy of excitement of how excited he is to tell his dad the story and the journey that has happened. And the family, his brothers, his sister, everybody is at the table waiting for the 2 loaves of breads and the gallon of milk. And he's telling all of them the story. They're excited. They're tearing up because they're like, oh my God, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm just being a faithful student. I'm just being a faithful steward. I'm just following exactly the principle that God says, because God says give and he will multiply. He says give and it will get multiplied. Follow me. Do what I did. Listen to the voices. And he's saying this story, and his dad says, where are the 2 loaves of breads? And where's the gallon of milk? And he continues, Dad, but this, Dad, but this happened, and Dad, this. And the dad goes, where are the 2 loaves of bread? And where's the gallon of milk? But Dad, this. Son, look at the table. Where are the 2 loaves of bread and the gallon of milk? And he just has this aha moment. And this aha moment that he has, he just starts and tears up. And he says, but Dad, I was doing it with the intention that I just wanted to do it for my Christ, for my Creator. I wanted to be a great steward. I wanted to be a good steward. And his father told him, it's okay, you were a great steward because you gave an effort. You did the walk. You made the place better than what you found it. You solved the problems. But son, look, let me sit you down here at the table. And this is a lesson for all of us. This is a lesson for everybody here today. And he sat him down. That's how I'm sitting you all down. And he said this to him. He said, son, look, in this journey of life, we sometimes get lost in serving for other people and breaking our backs for other people. And yes, we are doing great needs. We are doing good deeds. But you know what's the biggest thing that we're missing? The biggest deed is your family. We need the gallon of milk and the 2 loaves of bread so we can eat today. And I forgot how the verse goes. But there's a verse in the Bible that says that take care of your family first and take care of your home first before you take care of everybody else's. And I'm going to find the verse because I'm reading the book right now. Because I'm reading the book right now in the Bible of the story. But when he said that story, when my pastor said that story, I cried like a little boy. I cried so much. And my spirit, even right now, I feel it like somebody here on this call needed to hear this. That we spend so much freaking time breaking our backs for everybody else that we don't even break our backs to our family. We break our backs on making sure that everything is perfect so we could flex online and we could do this or we could do that. But then when we turn around, our family is broken. And I cried that day like a little ass kid, like a little ass boy. And I'm okay that I cried. And I'm okay that my spirit needed to hear that. I'm okay that I needed that humbling moment. And I'm okay with that. Because, guys, look, in the last 5 years, as I've been an entrepreneur and haven't clocked in for a job, in the last 5 years, I have 4 years in IM, 5 years of full-time entrepreneur. I've been breaking my back for everybody else. I've been breaking my back to make things look amazing, to make things look great. But then I started to turn around and I started to see like, damn, my house is broken. And I saw that unconscious competent. I saw that. And I made a decision that I was like, yo, I'm never going to see my mom ever cry again like that. I'm never going to see my dad go through the things that he went through. I'm never going to see my kids in the future go through the things I went through. I'm never going to see my wife go through this. I'm never going to see my brothers go through this, my sister go through this. And 2.5 years, 2.5 years ago, it's almost 3 years now, I decided that. And I took this journey. I took IM Mastery Academy more serious than I've ever taken it in my life. I remember the day like it was yesterday. I was sitting 50 floors up on a dream penthouse in Miami, living with my mentors. It was March 8th of 2022. No, March 5th of 2022. I made this decision that I made the decision on that mountain. And I made the decision to walk with the Lord. I made that decision, guys, to take this journey more serious than I've ever taken it. And that was my year 2. I was living at a penthouse. I felt like I was the man. I had it all. But I look back and my family is broken. I have 14 years without seeing my mom and dad. This is 2022. I just felt like somebody needed to hear that story. to be like, damn, bro, you're doing all this, but are you preaching to this to your family? You're doing all this, but are you teaching your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your wife, your partner, whoever it is that's in your nearest, are you teaching them this? Is your house like this? Are they moving with your same frequency? Are they moving in the same vibration as you? Because if you're missing something in your journey that you haven't got yet, is that you gotta go and fix your house. You gotta go fix it. Because let's say you're doing all this. I'm on this call right now. People are crying. I'm seeing the cameras. And I didn't mean to make you cry, but I'm just healing you, right? I'm looking at the camera. I'm seeing the people who showed up. Now, if I take you out the picture, how's your family? You see, you could take me out the picture, and I've been restoring my family. It takes time. Just how it takes time for you to go hit a rank. Just how it takes time for you to learn how to trade. But are you putting this to true practice? Instead of putting this to a practice with strangers, they're not going to value it. Are you doing it with your parents? Are you doing it with your partner? Are you doing it with your kids? You're breaking your back to be at every single Zoom call. You're breaking your back to be on every single Go Live. You're breaking your back to be on every single event. You're breaking your back to do all this. But are your kids involved in this? Is your family involved in this? There's a bigger purpose. You got to make sure that you have the 2 loaves of breads and the gallon of milk that your family eats first before you do, before everybody else does. And that hit me like a ton of bricks, guys, for real. It hit me like a ton of bricks. And it says it. It says it in the Bible too. It says that God puts himself second so you could put your family first. Think about that. My believers who are here, you got to go read the scriptures. You can't just post on Instagram this, that, and the third and not live it. For real. Go look at my Instagram. You're seeing it. I'm the change of I Am Mastery Academy. But I can't just be the change myself. We all need to be the change. Think about it. All of you guys, you've been on different teams. You've been on different journeys. It's nobody treating you like we treat you here. You don't got to worry about shit. All you got to do is plug in. That's it. This call today, there should have been 300 plus people on this call. Why was so worried about this, about that, about this, flexing that? Yo, forget about that. Come feed your family. If you don't have a family, this is your family. If you're like me, how my story is, I didn't have a family. My family gave me up. I found that out at the age of 7. But my family did what they could have done, the biggest sacrifice, so I could have a better future. And think about if I really lived that reality that I lived for 14, 15 years that my mom and dad gave me away. Not knowing that that's the thing that they could have done for me. Just so I could have a better tomorrow. Just so I could have today the 2 loaves of bread and the gallon of milk so I could bring it back to them so we could all eat. You guys right now have an opportunity of a lifetime. You see, I don't need to talk to all 300 students. I just need to talk to 37 of y'all. So y'all could really be like, damn, bro. I have the opportunity to make bread here. I have the opportunity to have a gallon of milk. But I'm not teaching this to my family. I'm not valuing my family in the chats. I'm not valuing this message right now that's here. I'm not valuing this conversation. Because if you were, you will be moving different. You will have your cameras on. You will be taking notes. If you were, you'll be here locked in with me like, damn, bro. I need to rewatch this video and replay this video because I needed this. Or you could be like people that are not even in my team. Shout out to Mr. John Oliver. Shout out to Natasha. So many other people that are here that are not even in my team. And be like, damn, I needed to hear this message. So moral of the story that I got for you guys is this, is who's going to focus on bringing and making this bread and drink and getting the gallon of milk and bringing it back home. You see, this weekend, God gave me this vision. The vision He's gave me is like, we're going to do something that's miraculous. We're going to do something before Monterrey, Mexico, as an organization that nobody has ever seen before. But this is one of the realest talks that we need to have. And I wish the people that I wish that were here on this call were here, but they're going to get inspired because they're going to see the way that you're going to move after this call. They're going to see the way that you're going to walk with your chest up. I'm giving you the vision that God gave me. He told me that you're going to hit your next rank. You don't need to believe no more. You just need to have faith that He got you. That rank that you want, that money you want, He's going to give it to you. He is. Trust me. He's going to give you everything you want. But you know, at the same time, what He's going to do, He's going to reward you. But at the same time, you know what He's going to do? He's going to test you. He's going to see if it was worth it. Those nights that you were crying. Those nights where you went to bed alone. Those nights where you just drank your face off. And you were like, yeah, let's see. Those nights where you just didn't sleep at all. Those nights, where those early mornings. He's going to give it to you all, but right now you're in the test. He's shaping you right now from the inside out to see if you really have what it takes, if you have the stamina to really make it happen. Because right now, if you can't deal with 2 people, if you can't deal with 20 people, if you can't deal with 300 people, how are you going to deal with 1,000 people that He's going to use you? How? Think about that. Most of us right now are so focused on trading, so focused on investing, but we're not focused on using our story to go talk to the world. Yo, the world needs you. The world